Good morning, students. Today we'll be talking about how to convert exponential equations to logarithmic equations. Okay, in both types of equations, there's really just three parts. We're more familiar with an exponent equation, so let me start with that. I'll just arbitrarily choose three letters. Q raised to the R equals S. So we have the base, we have the exponent, and then on the other side of the equal sign, we have the output of the exponential equation. This number could be very large, it could be very small if it's a decay equation. In the log equation, I write the word log. That's L-O-G. I like to write it in my script writing so it doesn't get confused with numbers. In this case, I'm taking the log of what was the output of the previous equation when it was in exponential form. The base of the log is written small and like a subscript between what you're taking the log of and the word log. Then the output of the log equation is actually what was the exponent of the exponential equation. So all we're doing now is we're just practicing changing the form. Here I have an exponential equation, 5 cubed equals 125. Nothing to solve, just an equation. The three parts already there, the base, the exponent, the output. I'll write this in non-cursive, non-script, so you can just see I'm just writing the word log. The base of the log is what was the base of the exponential equation, the number 5, but that goes tucked in like a subscript. It's lower, it's a little bit smaller. Then at the same size of this word log is what I'm putting as the output of the equation. So this is read log of 125 base 5 is equal to 3 because that is what was the exponent of the exponential form. Okay, let's just try doing the reverse process. Here I have in a log equation, log of 16 base 2 equals 4. Notice how I read it. I just emphasize what I'm actually taking the log of. Okay, when I write an exponential equation, the base, the number that was tucked in right there, is now a little bit bigger, 2 raised to the 4th power, because that's what was the output on the other side of the log equation, equals what I was taking the log of, 16. So I have 2 to the 4th equals 16, which should make sense because 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 equals 16. And now I just can see it a different way. Log of 16 base 2 is also equal to 4. All right, the whole point of this is sometimes we don't know one of those numbers, so it's good to just rearrange the form. So here I have 6 raised to the x equals 36. Through guess and check, you might realize that the x would have to be 2. 6 squared equals 36. But I just want to practice writing this in the other form for the times when it won't be so obvious of what the x is going to be. Maybe it's not going to be a rational number or even an integer. Log base 6, tucked nice and small right there, of 36 equals x. I was able to get the x to the other side. That's something for the future. But notice I just rearranged in the three parts: the base, the exponent went to the other side of the equation, and the output of the equation, exponential equation form, was what I was taking the log of. Okay, my last example, notice it's a little bit different because it's missing a number. There's no little number written right there, the base. So I just want to tell you that if there's no number there, the number is 10 because that is called the common base. That's important because your calculator only handles the common base and the natural base. So you don't actually type in those little numbers there. That will be a future lesson. 10, the common base, raised to the negative 2. Remember, you can have exponents that are negative, but that gives us reciprocal. Log to the negative 2 equals, what was I taking the log of? That fraction or decimal, 0.01. 10 to the negative 2 equals 100th, or 0.01. Is equivalent to saying log of 0.01, common base, equals negative 2. Okay, give it a shot. Just about changing the form. Use this as a guide on the top, put it on the top of the paper, and that makes it a lot easier. Okay. Have a nice day, guys. Send me your emails.